I saw something pop there, so I know that he's... I see a lot of smoke. Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit different here. This is more like a workshop robot weapon challenge. Some of you have actually been asking me to do this, so I took you up on that challenge. So in my lineup right now, I have a Stalker with Magnums, a Fujin with 3 Tarans, a Rhino with Taran Magnums, a Carnage Trident, and a Raijin Trebuchets. So I think the only thing that I'm actually really missing here is the Hydra weapon. So what I will probably do is run 2 to 3 games, and then I will swap out the Tarans on the Fujin and swap out that with the Hydra. Okay, so anyways, I think that about covers it. Yeah, let's get down to it. So let's roll the first game. I'm not sure how this is going to go because this lineup isn't that great, but this map does kind of favor it, so this is going to be interesting. Although, you know, this is at night, so I'm probably going up against, it looks like a very tough squad here. We've got some Vice, LA, CDXX. Yeah, this is not going to be good for me. So I've got to make sure that I charge up. So remember, I don't have any Orkans, you know, Thunders and stuff because, well, the Orkan is a gold weapon and the Thunder is silver, so I can't really use that. This is going to be extremely difficult here because 2 Trebs actually don't really do much damage. So I've got to, you know what I'm going to do is really focus down their range. This build is actually a very bad build for the Raijin. I think the only thing that I would run on the Raijin would be Thunders. So I'm just waiting to charge up. Let me just hit him before he runs behind there. So yeah, when it comes to the Trebs, 2 Trebs actually don't really do much damage. Why is this guy waiting here? Did he freeze? He's not moving. Yeah, so I'm gonna try focus down maybe that Fury in the background there. Yeah, this is really bad setup. But you guys asked for it, so I'm gonna run it. Let's see if I can hit this guy. I think they have a... I think he's in a... I think this one's actually in a Fury. Yeah, I actually need Splash to take these guys out. I'm gonna go into Bastion mode so I can raise the height of this bot and then see if I can hit that guy back there. So you see how there's a Fury in front here. He was able to hit me, and even if I go into Bastion mode, it doesn't really matter because that splash damage would kill me. So right now I'm just focusing down that one guy at the end there because he is in a Fury, and if I manage to take him out, then that's sort of decent damage, but I'm gonna probably go down. It's funny, all of these guys dropped in their range. I'm not sure why they do that because we're going to be we're gonna get taken out here. I'm just focusing down this guy. Pop some weapons off. Whoa, this guy decided to drop in that too. Okay, well, this is not gonna be good. Let me see if I can actually just wait. If I can load up, see if I can load up this quick. There's no point in me shooting this guy. He's got a shield, so it's kind of pointless. If I can get my shot on him, knock, get some damage in. See, at this point, I'm just going to... I'm gonna kill myself here because it doesn't really matter what I do. I think it's better for me to actually do some damage to this guy with the Lancelot here. Yeah, the only splash damage that I have in my lineup right now are 2 Tridents. So if I'm going up against any shielded bots, I'm pretty much in trouble. So here, let's see if I can get this guy. I went into a sentry because I saw that he had a death button. Just get rid of those. Yeah, and you want to move from side to side and stuff if you see someone that has plasma here, which is what this guy has. I want to actually attack this one on the left side, but it's pretty much no point because he's got a shield. I'm going to get outclassed by that. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. So yeah, I don't want to lock down because, you know, even if I lock down, actually I'll do that now just so that you guys can see. His Taran's actually gonna shoot all the way through. So I'm gonna die here. Okay, so that's gonna be it. And let's see if I can maybe use a... Oh, I could have got that guy. This game's over. So one reason, I guess what we can do is we can learn from that that really bad experience. I would say, oh, it looks like that player got dropped too. So, you know, what can we learn from that experience? The Raijin is, you can use it to snipe other long range if they are out there, but on a map like that, do you see kind of how the other team was able to advance onto our end of the map very quickly? You can't stop them quick enough with Trebs. So that is the downside to this bot, basically in general. The only thing I think that I would actually run on a Raijin would be Thunders. Tridents, 2 Tridents don't really do much damage. We didn't get to see the Carnage use because the other team managed to get to our side of the map way too quickly. Let's see how it does on Yamantau map. Hopefully we don't run into that same crew, but there's a good chance that we may. Yeah, so I'm gonna run with a Raijin again. Basically what I want to do is I want to target any like Furies or Butch, you know, bots out there with a long range or like Tridents and stuff. So what I would do is I would target them first, and then once I see that they are out of the picture, then I'm actually going to kill this bot because there's no point in me sticking in this bot. This build that I'm running right now is probably one of the worst builds, I would say, in the game. You could include, I guess, Zeniths, but in all honesty, this, you know, if the other team is running a lot of shielded bots, which just happens to be the case in Champion League, this bot, I would say, is one of the, or this build is one of the worst. So, let's see. They do have a Carnage actually back there. I'm trying to see if I can hit. He's going to hide. So if I can get to... Yeah, I basically have to wait until he pops his head up. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna... I don't know why this guy, you know, the one on the left side here, why he doesn't hit... The 2 Fury Trines I could be hitting this Galahad on the left side. He could take both of us, or both of them. 3 of them, we have 3 of them. This guy should be dead instantly. That's a lot of range. Yeah, they do have a Carnage here. So you see this guy here is what... I want to target him. He's going to try use his Zeus. But what I can do is I can put up my shield. If I put up my shield, he has to actually bust through this. Let's see if I can hit him. So if I'm going up against... If I'm going up against a Carnage with Zeus and I want to have my shield up, if he's got Tridents, it doesn't matter if I have my shield up because I'm still going to take damage. So that's a downside to it. So you see how when I hit that guy, I'm not doing that much damage. It's because I actually have to wait 23 full seconds before I can do max damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait for that long, and then I'm going to fire at one of these guys. Hopefully I can get a clean shot. And then you can see actually how much damage I do. Okay, so I'm almost full here. I'm going to fire quick. So that's how much damage I did. Not a lot of damage. He got taken out, but that was not a lot of damage. And again, I've got to wait 23 full seconds. Can you see what's happening on the left side here? These 2 guys are encroaching on, you know, basically our side of the map. I'm going to fire here. I basically have to ditch this now because at this point, it's getting way too dangerous for me to, and my team, to stay in that bot. Because these 2 guys on the left side are now getting closer and closer to our spawn area. And once they get, you know, that close, you are going to be in a situation where you could get taken, you're going to get taken out. You know, they're going to be sitting by your spawn and they're going to be killing you as you spawn in. So that's why I don't run the Raijin. It's just not worth the trouble. It's, you know, it just isn't worth the trouble. I'm going to die with that. Let's see if I can hit this guy. This is another actually setup that I don't like running either. Although sometimes, you know, players want to run Tridents and I would maybe run the Carnage with Trident. But let's see if I can hit this guy. If I'm going up against another Fury, then okay, I can see the Carnage being used. But Generally, 2 Tridents don't do that much damage. The nice thing is that, you know, the reload time is it's 10 seconds, so that kind of helps. So it's not 23 seconds like the Trebs, but can you see the guy's already doing damage to me? So I've got to get out of here. So we have lost control in terms of map control, the center, and I mean they were right on our end of the map. Trying to get this guy right at the end there. He's gonna hit me now with a Tridents, so he's gonna kill me because I have no shield. I think I might have popped some weapons off. I'm just gonna go into a center here. I've got to get more aggressive here because you know, at this point we need that beacon there. No point me sitting back because you can't win like that. I'm gonna wait under here so that you know, at least I have my shield charged up a bit. Gonna run away, see if I can avoid some of those Orkans being fired at me, but I'm gonna get taken out soon. Let's see if I can get... This guy blocked me. I was hoping I could actually get away from that. See if I can use my Stalker here to... If I can get to the right side perhaps, and then maybe get their side beacon, then we may be able to even things up a little bit. We do have control of the center, so that's good. There's actually a player in front of me running the Raijin. Now that build with Thunders is, I think, really the only build that I would personally run for the Raijin. You know, I've tried Zeus, and Zeus wasn't that bad, but in Champion League, there's a lot of players with shielded bots, as you can tell. And this guy can't actually block any of that splash being fired at him either. So he's going to be in trouble. He should actually maybe put up his shield, perhaps. I don't know what's he gonna do. I think what he wants to do is actually get close to this this player here, because if he gets close to that Lancelot, he can actually inflict a lot of damage. I'm gonna run up here, but I'm gonna go into a stealth. I'm gonna see if I can... He's trying to block me, which is pretty smart actually. If I can just change this, just even a little bit. Yeah, I wasn't able to get past. I guess I could have tried to run down below, but it's... Yeah, I don't think that would have helped much. Even the Stalk, I'd say, doesn't really do well in Champion. Sometimes you can get away with it, but the Stalker doesn't have much health. I mean, you get hit by Tridents, pins. If you get caught out into the open, there's just so much plasma used, you know, in this kind of high level of play that the Stalker doesn't survive for long. That's why you tend to see a lot of shielded bots, or a lot of bots with a lot of HP. I mean, you look around me, you see Griffins, you see Lancelots, Galahads. I'm gonna try to move side to side here because I want to get that damage in, and I want... Hopefully a couple of these shots will miss. Yeah, that's pretty much why I don't run the Fujin. So now I'm gonna run with the Raijin, or not Raijin, the Rhino. Let's see if I can get some damage in on here. This is my last bot. See, at this point we're starting to mech out here. This is yeah, I didn't think I was actually going to do well with this lineup, but I just wanted to show you guys, because you guys challenged me and you wanted to see kind of, I guess, how much damage I would do. In Champion League, you're not going to get very far with this kind of lineup. I can tell you that much. Let's see if I can get some damage on these guys. Trying to get some damage on him. I'm getting hit by thunders. There's nothing I can actually do here because they're going to hit me from the side. Maybe if I use these structures here, it might be able to help. Doesn't matter. It's too late. So, what can we learn from that? The Raijin is bad because it allows the other team to get to your side of the map. If you're running like Trebs and stuff, that build I would not run. But how would I change that? Maybe I would run a Raijin with Thunders, maybe with Zeus perhaps, but I think even those two builds are not strong enough. The other thing that I could mention too is, you know, I had the Carnage Trident and I had a Raijin. Both of these builds are more range builds. It doesn't really give me much flexibility if the other team manages to get close to my spawn area. You know, if they get close to my spawn area, I'm sort of in trouble here because at that point, I can't defend myself. You know, you need some splash. You need at least 2 walk-ins is what I always say. But anyways, those were 2 very bad games, but I wanted you guys to see it. So, I mean, that's a challenge and challenge accepted. But now you can see why I actually don't run things like the Raijin with the Trebs or stuff. While it might work in the lower level of play, it doesn't work in a champion. Because the more you start to level up, the more, players generally get more aggressive. If you're in the lower leagues, players, I think, tend to hang back a little bit more. In higher level of play, that's not the case. It's all about damage. It's all about, getting your damage in, getting that silver. And players become more and more aggressive, like you saw in the last 2 games. And unfortunately, that's just the way that it works. I mean, that's just how it is. So what I'm going to do is, with this Fujin here, I'm going to run Hydras. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch out this Raijin. I'm going to take this out because this is actually useless right now. And instead, I'm going to put in another Fujin, and I'm going to run Tarans on it. Because that gives me more firepower and at least I can defend myself if the other team gets close to my spawn area. Because that should be on every player's mind. How can you defend against a spawn raid if the other team gets close to your spawn area? Can you defend yourself? Do you have the weapons to, counter that sort of attack? And if you don't, then you should probably start to build a hangar or at least equip yourself with those weapons. So that's just something to kind of think about. I throw that out there because I've been through phases in this game. When I first started, I used to constantly be spawn raided and I couldn't defend. So I would watch and I'd look to see what my opponents were running. And at the time it was boas with Thunder Orkin. So I started building that myself so that I could defend myself. And more often than not, I was able to defend myself somewhat. If I couldn't, I would inflict a lot of damage before I died, which allowed me to actually build up my silver reserves so that I could kind of level up my other weapons. But anyways, let's see what we have in our lineup here. We have a Stalker with Magnums, a Fujin with Hydras, a Rhino with the Taran Magnums, a Carnage with Trident, and another Fujin here, but this time with the Tarans. I took the Raijin out because it's just not competitive enough in Champion League. Even this lineup I'm running right now, I can't see myself doing well with it. It's just not strong enough. There's no splash either. Except for the Carnage Trident. This is probably going to be a clan. Whenever you see no one drop in like that. No, maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to run a Fujin first. This will give me some sort of range. I'm just looking to see where their Fury's going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the left side. I do see a Fury there, and the reason why I'm moving to the left side is because if he decides to hide by those buildings, I might be able to actually curve my Hydras to hit him. So more of an annoyance, but at the same time I'll be helping my team. So I'm looking to see, who's going where. There is a Landstar with Ansel there. The setup that I have now actually won't do anything to him. I'll knock his shield down, but I think that's about it. So there is a guy here. I'm going to see if I can actually try curve it. I'm not sure what he's in. I managed to get a chunk out of him. Yep, he's in a... So you see how he's in a Galahad. He was able to actually block my Hydras. See if I can hit this guy. Trying to curve it this way because I know he doesn't have a shield that side. So I've got to lock onto this player here too. I know they can move their shield on the right side, so I'm going to curve it on this angle. So this way he has to use his shield on the front, but also it slows him down so that if I have teammates nearby, they can hopefully help me out. Now he's going to get he's going to get Mola. So I'm going to curve it this way. I'm trying to see which way he has his shield. If I can get him from behind here. Yeah, he's getting hit by something there. His health is dropping pretty quick. I think it's just Molots, constant Molots and stuff. Yeah, so I can see. I'm looking to see where his shield is placed. And then I'm trying to... angle it based on that. There's actually someone here in center too, which I gotta be careful of. I'm trying to curve it around, but he's blocking my Hydras. But I also know he doesn't have... Whoop, he finally got taken out. Let's see if I can hit this one here. You'll notice a lot of the damage that you see the other players doing, it's all because of Tarans and Orkans and stuff. So that's why you got to make sure that you do have those weapons. You see how there's a Fury back there? My goal is actually to kind of move as close as I can to him. He actually has 600 meter range. I have 600 meter range on him. He has it on me. But I know that my shield can actually help me in blocking him up. I do have to actually kind of be careful here though, because I know there's a Griffin. So I'm trying to curve it around that building. I know these guys are getting close to the center here, so I gotta be careful. If I can, let's see if I can go into... All I'm trying to do is knock his weapons off. If I can knock a couple of weapons... I saw something pop there, so I know that he's... I see a lot of smoke. I saw a lot of smoke. So that's good. I'm gonna get taken out here, which is fine. I don't really care if I get taken out because I took out their range. Oh, this thing's actually is pretty beefy. How am I able to stay alive for so long? Okay, so let's go ahead with this Carnage. That was kind of funny. They had two guys trying to take me out, but for some reason I was just standing there. But what's funny was when I also knocked down the... Oh, look, is that the same guy? No. Thought maybe he's coming back for revenge. Yeah, I need to see if I can do any damage with this now because... They had a Griffin there with Hydra spirals too. Let's see if I can hit this one here. Take him out. I think almost at this point I should probably be running a Rhino or something. I'm trying to target the Galahad there because I know the Galahad can't block Tridents. Can't block Splash, so if I can take him out that would be good. And he won't be able to get into center to reinforce it. So he has his shield up as you can tell, but it doesn't matter because I'm still hitting him. Looks like we're pushing that beacon there, the farm, which is good. I'm gonna keep on targeting all the Galahads because I know the Galahads can't stop all the splash. If I can get close enough, I might be able to get another shot off on this guy before he gets to cover. Come on. Okay, so we managed to take him out. We have a guy going across there too. Let's see if I can take this one out. He's got, is that aphids? Ooh, okay, we're gonna have company here. Yeah, they have a guy with aphids. He's gonna hit me with aphids here soon. I've got to get out of here. I think they're gonna actually get into a center. Come on, hit him. One shot, two shot. I think that might, yep, I managed to take him out. Okay, so now, let's see, what do we have? I'm gonna run with I think I'm gonna go Rhino here. I've got to get into that center, although I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take this guy out here. This is gonna be another story. We've actually got to get into a center. See if I can get close to this guy here. See, put my shield up. I'm gonna get hit on the side, but that's okay because I'm going up against a Lancelot. We just need that beacon. If I can just wear down his shield. There we go. So we have finally got a win. So in that game, you could see that I was able to utilize, I actually had a Vox play there, I didn't even realize that. I was able to utilize, you know, the Hydras to take out some of their range. I think once that was out, then it didn't really matter to me if I lost it or not, because at that point, you know, I've already achieved my objective. I got the range out so they couldn't get support from that Fury Trident. And then I started rolling out more of the brawlers that I had in my hangar. But anyways, I think that about wraps it up. I mean, so, I mean, what can you get from this experience? Don't run only workshop weapons. I think that would be what I would recommend. If you do focus on any weapons, focus on the Tarans and the Magnums first. As you saw, those weapons did a lot of damage. Tridents somewhat did damage. Trebuchets, I wouldn't even go there. The only reason why I would get a Trebuchet or Trebuchets is if I was running 3 on a Fury or 4 on a Butch. That is the only time I would get Trebs. Otherwise, focus on Tarans, Magnums, and then Tridents. In terms of which robots were the most effective out of the ones that you actually saw, definitely the Rhino, the Carnage, the Fujin to some degree, the Stalker not so much. So I think that's that's kind of what you can focus on if you do take that route. Once again, make sure that you do have Orkans as well to supplement or at least complement these weapons, and I think you'll do fine then. As long as you have Orkans, Tarans, you're pretty much good to go. And I did do a video on this, so I'll make sure to link that in the video description as well. And that pretty much wraps it up. So once again, as always, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. And until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.